exasperated underlord here. Not giving up, but I might not make it for the contest. Let me show you what I did this time. Okay, so as you can see, I've done a little detail painting on the stacks, making the tubes going up the side look more like steel on the side. Woohoo! And I did that times 4 stacks. Come on, focus, you little thing. Okay. And now on the ship itself, I straightened out. Come on, you can focus. There we go. I straightened out the rigging that was already there that I had bent. Unfortunately, I also lost one of the cranes. Don't know where it is. The carpet monster somewhere has eaten it and hasn't regurgitated it yet. I have one more crane in the PE, but I have 4 more cranes to build, so some of these cranes are going to have plastic no matter what. I've done some touch-up on the paint. Some of the paint looks a little better. And I have really annoyed myself with the lighting. Well, let me show you that. Alright, sorry about the extra noise from my exhaust fan on my spray booth, but this is where I can get the best lighting on this. As you can see, the lighting comes through on the portholes, which is kind of nice. But if you look close, and let me switch to macro mode so that you can look, you can see the red wire through the windows. Unfortunately, that means that I will have to use microcrystal clear to kind of opaque out those larger windows. That'll make the model better, but it's certainly not going to aid in me being able to finish for the contest. So I'm going to try and just move ahead with it and see what happens. But this is where we're at right now. I certainly do like the twinkle of all the little porthole lights. Alright guys, that's it for today. Well, there is hope yet to complete the Titanic on time, maybe. What I've been doing is I started working on the base. I gave it a dark blue background and picked out the letters. I've got 1 coat of gold on there now. It's going to need a little bit more. And I've custom made some stands because the stands for the boat didn't have holes in them, so I couldn't run the wires through. So on one side I filled a plastic tube with plastic rod so that it'll hold it in place. On the other side I used a lot thinner plastic rod and I passed the wires through. Let's see. This side still has the piece. The paint is still drying. It's going to need a little bit of touch up. That's going to go right up inside the ship. And then this side has a hole for the other piece. Got the smokestacks in place. I straightened out the ladder on the front, and I still have to do a ladder and a pole on the back. And then finish putting in the rest of the photo etch. But I think I'm actually moving along nicely. I've got some more pieces left on the sprue. I've got the, I don't know if you can see it. Let me put the ship down before I break even more photo etch. On the sprue here, I don't know if you can see, there's the anchors, there's a couple of boats, there's some more of those little, I don't know what they are, the little cone things that come up and people hide in them in the movies, but I don't think you could because I think they go straight through to let air down to the lower sections. But there's a few of those that need to go onto the decking. I've got the propellers and then the pieces that hold the propeller on, the other mast, and that's pretty much it. for the plastic parts. Then I have to deal with all of the railings that go around. Also, thankfully, there's too few lifeboats, so there's not a lot of lifeboats to put on. But I've got the first coat of paint on those. I've got some detail paint to do, and then drop those on. And then there's photo etch that goes around those. There's a couple more boats on the sprue that will go in places where they don't have the same connections. And then the railings that go around the front. A couple of decals. Today is Saturday on the 3-day weekend, so there's a good chance that I may actually be able to pull this off for the contest. Won't be my best work, but it'll get done. Talk to you next time.